Despite the fact that the ARCa Bulls team and myself actually identified the top side and the sell-off before it actually happened, days before it happened, FNGR is not by itself in facing this blood, and in fact, I do believe that we could be seeing a further downside considering the broader markets. So let's go ahead and touch on those details now. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with an FNGR technicals, raw price action, and statistical thread of analysis on this happy Thursday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, team. So if we were to have followed here the ARQ indicators, the algorithms that we just released, that we refined and remastered and all that good stuff, man. Incredible. We've actually been following this in the live sessions as well here on YouTube, right, in the AM. So we actually got short right about here, right? So check this out. That candle there is leading 560, right? Got short, had its cover at the opening of this candle here. Which marks off, let's see, that's a 24 spot 85% gainer. And following that move, we actually got long based on, remember, this is a whole strategy by itself, right? So then we got long the asset right on this candle here and closed position right at the opening of this candle right over here for another 11.5% move to the upside. Very good. Okay. So another thing is that please notice that we still have, or actually we have printed essentially this the short signal, right? So this is still leading to the downside. And please notice here that the enhanced MACD, the ARQ enhanced MACD, has also printed the downside. And this is the volatility versus momentum indicator, right? And this is the exponential movement indicator, right? So this is actually based on EMAs. So yeah, we still have a downside suggesting here. This is part of the bias that we've been following, right? Another thing is that we were able to identify the potential play here by using formation theory, right? This is a shoulder here ahead. We have the second shoulder, and this is how we were able to determine that this was the top side, right? So this is, in all essence, still screaming a bear trap. The bear trap is in play officially, right? And we're talking about the resistance from anywhere between the area of about 514 to about 542, I believe it was. And we got it right. We got that resistance right at about 527, right? We got that downside. We're still continuing, right? We've already faced a low of about 447, but our targets for the ARCa Bulls team, we're looking at a potential 438 to 410. Okay. Now there is still the possibility to where this the price action can continue to the downside even still, but I would have to give precedence right now, first of all, to these targets right here, right? So we're talking about the 438 to 410, and I have expressed live as well that I'm waiting for the 442 as well, just in case the 438 doesn't work out as well. But the reason why I'm giving this that importance is because of the golden pocket here based on a shorter time frame fib. Okay, the next thing is that the bears, this is a almost I can't consider it a slam dunk, but what I can tell you is that this downside here would actually complete the shoulder, right? It would absolutely complete it. Not only that, but the 410 target is still within the knot 382 and the knot 618. My master students, the members of ARCa Bulls Trading, they know this is the golden pocket. So when you're looking at a larger time frame golden pocket being failed, like it is now, you see the 475 support. We're at 462. Those are the bears. That's the bear signal, right? This would be the drop back down to 463, validate the resistance of 474, of which we did today. Literally, like you see it right there, right? Resisting at the 475, 474. Then you get the pullback. That's the short entry. They're thinking that they're thinking the bulls failed their golden pocket. It's on us now, but they are not paying attention to a lot of things. This is our golden pocket. 410 to 435. The other thing is too is that we have a broadening descending wedge, right? This is a critical support area here for us in general. So lots of things are kind of working against the bears in this situation here, okay, team. So I would, if I were short this asset now, I would have already covered it. I would have already covered at that 448. The most I would do is 442. It starts to get a little dangerous there. But this is feeling trappy, right? Right around this, especially right around that target of about 410, things are getting really trappy there, okay? So now, if anything, this downside that we're facing on FNGR is pressuring the SMA 200, yet even closer to the SMA 50. So which in actual essence here, it's going to expedite our golden cross, right? So the bulls are, I'm sorry, the bears are, they think they have the control. That's fine. That's all good, but they're actually expediting the process for an explosive move to the upside, of which we already identified, right? So if you are available, go ahead and come by the stream, right? I'm usually streaming at around 6:45 in the morning, right? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and show up. And we'll go over all the tickers, right? There's a lot of requests there, a lot of intelligent people, and if you know that the ARCa Bulls trading team there, we're already ready right here. 410 to 438, that's what we're waiting for, right, team? So I still see this as a higher probability, especially the fact that the broader markets themselves have actually capitulated pretty deep, right? So please, if you hear the vacuum in the background, team, please don't mind that. My apologies. We're just trying to keep the place a little bit clean, right, so that there's less sneezing. Right. So, but yes, team. So let me just go ahead and pull that up. I do believe I had one more, but if that's not the case, then it's okay. We'll just use this. Yeah, we'll just use this. No problem. Let's just go ahead and add a couple other tickers to this, though. So we want to add a few of them from the Magnificent Seven, right? So we have ticker symbol Tesla right here. We have Meta. This is Apple. We can add NVIDIA here too. Okay, so NVDA. And screw it. Why don't we add Microsoft too? So that's going to be MSFT. Perfect. All right. So yeah, I want you to notice here. Let me go ahead and put up the 12-hour time frame here for all of these, right? So arguably speaking, Microsoft has been leading the way down, right? The reason why I'm bringing this up to you right now is because these are trillion-dollar assets, right? So they are pressuring the downside here in the overall marketplace. Notice here that this is a 12-hour bearish engulfing closed. And in 22 minutes, this is the next candle in the after hours that's suggesting still a downside, right? So, and notice here what the SPY did. A huge bearish engulfing on a 12-hour iteration here. So this was a massive gap up, team. This actually pushed the broader markets and the blue chips into critically overbought, and there was no way out except for actually down, right, to the phase of breather. So now what I'm saying here is not a full-on reversal to the point to where it's just over and we're in a bear market. No, I'm not suggesting that at all. I'm actually saying that this is a temporary downside before we can find some critical support somewhere and then continue onwards and upwards, right? So now, specifically for Microsoft, we can actually get a clear indication of that by using a higher time frame, right? So in all reality here, this is our inflection zone back down at 275.33 based on April this year, right? So if we capitulate here, let's just say that we went to the 5-day EMA 21 315.04. Let's just say that we did that, right? That would still just form yet again, just another higher low, right? So that would be pretty cool, right? So now if we did, I think this actually lines up pretty well too. Let me see if I can connect it. There's two areas of potential here of how to connect this, the areas of confluence here, right? So actually that's not going to be the one. Let's see if we can get it from this one here. Okay, yeah. There we go. So making the contact of this area here. Notice how close we're getting to, there we go. Notice how close we're getting to the EMA 21, right? So that is a higher probability target for us to use. Yeah, team. So let's just go ahead and keep in mind that these tickers like Microsoft, They're trillion-dollar assets. They're very likely. They're highly likely for us to continue, to the downside. Okay, team. So, yeah, I would say that this is just set for a pullback. We already identified the higher probability targets here. If we do fail if we fail the 410, right, then we have a probability here of reaching down to the area of about 385, 381, where the 8-hour Gaussian band is located. Okay, so that would be a pretty large shoulder here, and that would be the highest. I think there's a demand zone there. There is also the supports from the broadening descending wedge. Also the daily golden cross that we're about to get as well. That's well underway. Right, a lot of things there, team. So definitely keep your eyes on this. I think we're going to be able to reach those targets pretty soon. If not tomorrow, then potentially in the Friday, right? But definitely keep your eyes on the markets. Be vigilant, right? Make sure to protect your assets, protect your gains. Never give back to the markets what you've already acquired, right? So, but yeah, team. But first and foremost, please remember not to take anything of what I say here as financial advice, as I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool, okay? I definitely cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold anything. I cannot do that, okay, team? I cannot. With that said, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.